Hell yeah, mining off camera comes in clutch once again. I found the Goblin Tinker. Rise and grind, gamers. My name is Tetsyumi, and welcome to episode 2 of our Terraria Calamity Infernum Mod playthrough. Again, I don't know how I should be wording that. I know people have said in the comments I could just say Infernum because it's Infernum mode. Everybody already knows this is from Calamity, but it's Calamity Infernum, you know? So I don't know. I want to make it sound more epic and more cool than it already is. But I guess to be fair, Calamity Infernum, or I guess Infernum, just Infernum, is already pretty damn cool. So I don't really know. Gamers, welcome to episode 2. So like I said in the last episode, I did do a little bit of mining off camera. We'll talk about that all a bit later. But you can also see I got myself set up with some magic storage up in here just because I didn't want to have a bunch of chests lying around. I knew the sooner I got the magic storage set up, the sooner I would actually have a decent inventory system, you know what I mean? So we did that. I also got a few more houses over here. And other than that, you probably saw the little intro thing there that we found the Goblin Tinker. I have not bought anything from him yet. And before we get into the rest of the episode, I gotta say one thing first. What's going on with you, nurse? Shout out to Ethan Unknownful. In the last episode, the first episode, I issued you guys a challenge because as you guys can see, my character is pretty dripped out. This is the first time ever that I've actually had a character kind of customized and actually had an outfit put on before I started a let's play. And I issued you guys a challenge because this is a character from an anime, my favorite anime ever. And I said if anyone could find out what character this is from, actually, you know what? I didn't really give them an ultimatum, I guess. I kind of just issued you guys that as a challenge. I didn't really promise anything in return. But either way, I'm going to give a shout out to this guy because he's also just a commenter that has commented on a lot of my videos, and he got the answer correct. So shout out to Ethan Unknownful for commenting correctly that I am dressed up as Simone from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, my favorite anime. Absolute masterpiece of an anime. If you haven't seen it, it is simply one of the best. Even if it's not your favorite, which it obviously should be, if it's not your favorite, literally get out. If it's not your favorite, it's going to be in the top 5. It is a masterpiece. So gamers, if you are new around here, you might not know what we do here. In the beginning of all my episodes, what I like to do is set out a little bit of a roadmap for things I want to have accomplished in this episode, and that is what we have here in our episode to-do list. Oh, and you know what, speaking of the to-do list, if you ever want to skip a section or anything in my video, for one, please consider not doing that because it helps me out more if you don't skip around. But I mean, listen, I don't really care. I understand if a section's boring you. If you want to skip around in any of my videos, I always have video chapters enabled in the description, or if you scrub along the timeline of the video, so you can skip to whatever section you want to watch. But either way, in our episode 2 to-do list, we got 4 things I want to do. First off is structure exploring. I mentioned earlier that off camera I was doing a bit of mining, right? You can see I went pretty far. So there's a few structures and cool things that I found that I want to explore with you guys that I haven't actually explored yet. Then the second thing after we do that, because hopefully that won't take too long, is we can go ahead and rematch fight the King Slime. If you guys remember, in the first episode, last episode, we did that kind of in the middle-ish end of the episode. We fought the King Slime, we lost, and I wanted to fight him again, but instead of doing that, the Goblin Army spawned. So today, in this episode, we're going to beat the King Slime, and then after that, we can explore the Sunken Seas biome. Again, I also mentioned that actually in the first episode. You can see underneath the desert here is the Sunken Seas biome that I discovered by riding a minecart track, and this is something really cool to explore because in the early game specifically, it has actually some pretty good loot, and there's a cool new weapon that you can make using some of the ores and stuff you find in this biome, and I definitely want to do that now, basically before it becomes obsolete, because pretty much past the early game, the Sunken Seas biome, if I'm being honest, it kind of has absolutely nothing. So this is kind of the best time in progression to explore this biome. And then after that, we can go ahead and possibly fight the Desert Scourge. This is the next boss in progression after the King Slime, and this is the first Calamity boss. However, we're only going to do that if we have time. So let's try and actually get there in this episode and go ahead and explore some structures. So the first structure I wanted to show you guys is actually over here. I found this weird, cool, marble biome chest thing, and I have no idea what's in it. I didn't look to see what was in it yet. All I know is it looks pretty interesting. So I figured I'll go ahead and explore it with you guys on camera. Let's see, is it going to be worth it to have waited for this chest? Ooh, maybe a Gladiator's Locket, 5 defense. Enemies drop a healing orb on kill and gain an increase to your damage and movement speed the lower your health is, up to 20%. Actually, yeah, you know what? That actually is pretty good, dude. Hell yeah, I'll take that. And next, if we go from that marble biome whatever thing down here, you guys can see we actually found our first of the like Drayden's labs. So these things are a really cool like Calamity structure that I think just has some like good loot and some like Calamity lore in them. Now I'm not gonna care whatsoever about like the Calamity lore in this playthrough. Like if you wanna see me care about the lore, you can watch like our last Calamity playthrough. But I think there's some usually good stuff in here. There's like the mysterious circuitry, dubious plating, stuff like that. I don't think we can do anything with this currently, but eventually this goes into making some cool weapons that we can definitely check out. And it also gives us the lab seeking mechanism, so it's just going to be easier for us to find labs in the future. And then same down here, we can ride this minecart rail. And also, by the way, this minecart rail is probably the single biggest minecart track I have genuinely ever seen be generated in Terraria. But you can see that we found another lab down here, which we're about to reach. And then there's also one like right over here, like pretty much following the exact same minecart track. And then again, at the very end, up here, you can kind of see a little bit of the lab. Like there's another lab right up here, which like insane. But this minecart track goes from over here to, I think it technically starts right here. There's like a slight gap between this minecart track and this one, but like if they were connected, it would genuinely go from over here all the way into the Sunken Seas. Like this is pretty much just one giant minecart track, absolutely insanely big. That's what your mom says to me. I'm pretty sure there's not really going to be anything else in here, though. Just kind of some more stuff. There's some turrets down here. Why aren't they shooting? Oh, there we go. Oh, hold on. This is not a Drayden's lab. This is the dungeon. Okay. You know what? That actually makes a lot more sense, considering there were, like, bookshelves and stuff. Okay, fair enough. In that case, I think that was all I wanted to, like, show you guys that I was exploring off camera. So let's go ahead and, I guess, just prepare for the King Slime fight. Oh. Wait, when did that? Okay, I don't know when that. Never mind. I guess Blood Moon. Blood Moon because I apparently don't get enough Blood Moons. We literally had one last night, last episode. I'm just gonna go ahead and block off all these. Oh, never mind. They already got in. It's over. It's over. They got inside. Well, you know what? I guess while we're here, I can go ahead and talk to our Goblin guy. We can go ahead and, like, I guess just buy ourselves the Tinker's Workshop and the rocket boots. So off camera, I didn't do any exploring in the underground jungle because low-key I kind of forgot. So we can't craft ourselves like the Terra Spark boots yet. But at the very least, we can craft ourselves the just regular rocket boots. So I guess we might as well do that. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's not insane, but it's something. Did you guys see these orbs? I don't know what those orbs are. I kind of want to go find out. I probably won't die. Screw it. Let's go out here. Let's see what these orbs are all about. Never mind. I'm definitely dying for sure. Okay, I have genuinely no idea. Yeah, there's a ton of them on this side too. Like what? Oh, are these health? Are they supposed to be hearts? Why are they orbs? That's so weird. Wait, they're orbs because of this thing. Okay, that's what that is. That's the enemies drop a healing orb on kill. Okay, that's what it is. And there we go. The Blood Moon is finally over. Nurse, you are so ass at throwing. All right, well, I think it's time. I got myself just a few potions and the slimy crown that we made in the last episode. And I believe... You know what? I'm running low on javelins. Let me make some more. There we go. That's probably enough. I believe now we can buff up and rematch the King Slime. Let's get it. I think this fight is going to go well. I'm going to be so honest. I really don't think this is going to be that big of an issue, except, wow, you are low-key pretty damn fast, dude. I gotta say, I would love it if you could not do all that. There we go. I got the trick down with this thing. You just pretty much have to jump right when it's going to fire because it tries to predict your movement. So if you jump before it fires, then it, like, completely misses. And we got Adrenaline and Rage. Let's go ahead and pop both of these things. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god, that's a ton of damage. Whoa, what is he doing? Where did he go? Oh my god. He jumped so high. What the hell was that about, dude? Whoa, a ninja? What the fuck? Oh my god, that's so cool. I low-key need this guy to teleport. That's perfect. That is so perfect. Probably get Adrenaline back here. Hell yeah, for the final blow. God damn it, dude. I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen, too. It's all right. You know what? We got hit once. We did get Rage, so I'll go ahead and just finish him off with Rage. Dude, what a good fight. This was sick. This was this was so cool. I'm actually really glad that they like utilized the ninja for this fight. Whoa, what? There's a cutscene. What? That is so cool. And you see, I got like a little achievement down there that said what, 1 of 47. And there we go, gamers. Just like that, we redeemed ourselves from last episode. I think what we got hit. Did we get hit 2 times or was it only once? Either way, we got ourselves the King Slime treasure bag. 3, 2, 1, bam. Nothing new besides the slimy saddle, which we'll absolutely go ahead and equip because the slimy saddle is absolutely goated. Also, what is up with this? Whoa! The Infernal King Slime relic? Even seasoned players may struggle somewhat in the face of something new and unfamiliar. Adaptability is key. Damn, that is so cool! I had no idea there was like custom trophies and stuff. I want to put this thing down. I don't really have a place to like put all these down, but I guess we'll just put them down right there. That looks insane. Oh my god, that is so cool. Well, I will be the first to say, Infernum Mode King Slime, absolutely pimping. That guy is completely dope. Like, what a fun and cool fight. That was actually awesome. I'm really looking forward to all of these fights. Like, I know, listen, I know that was the King Slime, you know, the easiest fight in Terraria. Like, barely even a boss. Damn near, like, it's the King Slime, man. But that was still so much fun. And, like, I would also say that wasn't even really difficult. It was just so unique. I can barely see anything down here. I should probably see if I can get myself some, like, shine potions or, like, a sunlight potion. I don't know if I can even actually get sunlight potions at this stage in the game. I couldn't quite make a sunshine potion yet, but we do got a shine potion and a night owl potion. So I'll go ahead and take these. And now, gamers, what we are looking for in here is sort of like the core to this area. This area is kind of like one big oval. So I'm thinking probably up here a little bit. There's gonna be, it looks like this, actually. It's a giant ring like this with a bunch of like sea prism crystals and stuff on the inside. And if we can get to there, we should be able to mine it with our bone pickaxe. And then afterwards, we can craft some pretty cool stuff. Actually, I think this is it too. Yeah, prism shards. With prism shards, we can also make sea prisms. And with this, we can make, what is it called? This thing, the Prismaline. No, this is not it. Hold on. This thing, the Crystalline. The Prismaline is like the hard mode variant of this. We can't make this yet. The Crystalline is what I want to make. And we actually don't even need like pretty much anything to make it. Hold on. Wait, we don't even need to come down here to make it. What the hell? I thought, I guess I was confused because I know we need sea prisms for this second part of the recipe. Wait, do we need literally anything from down here? That is so funny. I literally could not have been any more wrong. Like, I think there's actually nothing we can even craft from down here. And like here, there's even a clam here I can demonstrate. Like, we can fight the clams and we can spawn them, but they won't drop those mollusk husks until hard mode. Here, he dropped nothing. He just dropped some literal stone. Like, that does absolutely... No, this is melee, right? He does absolutely nothing. All you can make with this is magic things, the melee thing, and a range thing. Like, there's not even a rogue thing I can make with any of this stuff. Well, anyway, I went ahead and explored the middle part anyway. So, like, you guys can see, we got the big thing full of a bunch of sea prisms. I mean, useful for sure, but, like, again, like, we can't really do anything with this stuff. I know, it kind of looks like there's a lot. Like, there's this armor. We need mollusk husks to get the armor. Well, gamers, I would call that an absolutely productive trip. Why are these guys coming back into the house stinky? But gamers, I suppose we can actually kind of just completely swiftly move on, and we can fight the Desert Scourge in this episode. Like, goddamn. In fact, after we fight the Desert Scourge, we might still have time in this episode to do something, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Thankfully, I already have these platforms set up. Oh, you know what? I guess they're not fully over, like, the desert biome, so I might need to extend the platforms out a little bit. I don't think the Desert Scourge is going to be that tough of an enemy to beat. I forgot that I actually did want to make the Crystalline, which is our first, like, actually real rogue weapon that we can make in this playthrough. And all we needed is 50 Wolfram knives, which we can make super easily because we've been getting a bunch of Wolfram scraps just in general. And there we go. I mean, it's already literally right here. We got the radical version. What does radical do? -10 stealth strike damage. Okay. Stealth strike is also a really cool mechanic of the rogue class. We can't really make use of it because I think you need like a rogue specific armor to actually like initiate this stealth strike thing. But we're definitely going to have to look into that eventually because like rogue strikes are going to be really powerful for us. But what this weapon does is you throw it and then it splits into like 4 more of the weapons. And it's really, really cool. So yeah, with this equipped now, let's go ahead and handle the Desert Scourge. I got 2 more of these mini insta bridges. So I think if I put one like right here, And then again, if I put one right here, hopefully that should have extended the platforms enough for us to have like a decent arena to fight the Desert Scourge. Honestly, yeah, I think this is probably going to be enough. And if I fall down here, I believe my hook is... It's pretty much long enough to get me back up to the platform if I need to. Like, obviously I have my, like, shoes. I can fly a little bit, so it should be fine. And yet again, I grabbed myself some really basic buffs. I don't really have any flowers or stuff to make real good potions. So I guess we're just going to eat a bit of an apricot and take a swiftness potion. And gamers, let's just go ahead and fight the Desert Scourge. I have genuinely no idea how this fight is going to be. This is, oh my god, that was a cool-ass intro. Wow, I didn't think you would come up on the platform, I'll be honest. Okay, you know what? I gotta learn this boss's patterns. That's, that's all there is to it. He's starting a sandstorm? Whoa! Oh, that is so sick! Oh my god, this is cool. Dude, I keep getting hit though, but this is sick! This is so cool. I do have my rage, so I can go ahead and pop this on. I feel like I'm not doing great, but I'm not doing bad, I don't think either. I don't know. Oh my god, dude, no, I'm not doing good. I keep getting hit by just some random stuff. Like, this is terrible. Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die for sure here. Yep, there it is. Fair enough. You know what? I forgot that we do have the Goblin Tinkerer now, so I can go ahead and reforge my weapon, see if we get something good. That seems good. I made another insta-platform thing, and I put one down here because I think actually up here, this platform is like technically out of the desert biome, so I definitely don't want to like enrage the boss or anything. Go ahead and again take our apricot and swiftness potion, and I'm gonna be honest, if we don't win this time, I don't know, like you guys can unsubscribe or something. Like, we got this for sure. Guys, please don't unsubscribe. Okay, to make it up to you guys, we're gonna beat the Desert Scourge right here without any potions. And I think if I can do that, then you guys all have to resubscribe and also make 15 new YouTube burner accounts and subscribe on those. And also have my video on in the background every single day when you go to school to get me the watch hours and watch time. I think that's fair. I think that's absolutely fair. Let's do this. Okay, you know what? I don't know if I agree with that one. That one I think was stupid. Whoa, what is that? What is this achievement? What the hell? Oh, I found it. It was die 3 times against a boss. Unlucky. Whoa! Wait, we also got a hat? Blasted top hat. Summons a small hat girl that gives you advice about bosses that you fight. What? That's sick! What? Okay, what can you tell me about this boss? Anything? Can you, sir? Ma'am, sorry. Ma'am, can you tell me something about this boss? No? Okay. Well, you know what? Either way, we're getting to some more attempts. I also forgot that I have, like, night mode enabled on my monitor, which means it's going to be harder for me to actually see projectiles because, like, everything is kind of orangey and stuff. So, I mean, we'll see how that goes. I forgot that I don't have my dash keybind enabled. Bro, I keep forgetting. You know what? Nah. I keep forgetting my dash keybind isn't enabled. I keep pressing my shift key to dash, and it's not working. And yes, I know, before you say, Tetsyumi, you're an idiot, you don't have the Shield of Cthulhu, so you don't have a dash. Look, there actually is like a built-in dash from, I don't know if it's from Calamity Mod or if it's from Infernum, but there is like a little built-in dash, and I keep forgetting to press like double tap, but it doesn't matter, because I have spiral energy flowing through my veins. Also, when I was back at base, I put on my Cloud in a Bottle instead of our like weird orb health thing, because that gives you health back on a kill. But there's like no enemies to kill in this fight, so like obviously that's kind of useless for us. Whoa, what the hell were you doing, bro? Bro, what the fuck are you supposed to do there? Hat girl, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You have not given me any advice about this boss, so I'm thinking it's time for you to leave. We got this. I'm sure this would probably be easier if I had actual like rogue armor on and stuff, but honestly, I think we have this. I just gotta like really figure out its patterns. I think I have a lot of them down, but not all of them, clearly. Like, that's why I'm still dying. Like that. Like, bro, that. What the fuck was that? Bro, what? Why do the tornadoes, like, juke you out? They go down into the ground, and I'm thinking they're gonna despawn, and then they fucking come back up. Okay, fine, I get it. I'll use potions this time. You cannot tell me that fucking U-turn maneuver he did was not absolute bullshit, bro. What? He was going straight down and then turned on a dime to hit me. Okay. All right. You know what? I thought that attempt was really bad, and I wasn't even looking at his health bar. I didn't think we were going to win that, but you know what? Fuck. Dude, yeah. I will absolutely take that. Okay. That was a really cool boss. I'm not even going to lie. I enjoyed that. I feel like maybe I could have done a little bit more preparation for that boss, i.e. have, like, real armor, and honestly, I forgot I could do this too. I could also reforge all of my accessories. I could have done that, but you know what? Honestly, that was still pretty cool. And we got ourselves another absolutely dope-looking relic. God, those look so dope. Oh my god. And gamers, from this treasure bag, I believe we will get ourselves our second rogue weapon, which actually is a really good one. 3, 2, 1, bam. Yeah, there we go. The Scourge of the Desert. This is such a cool weapon. Really good. So, oh my god, whoa. I didn't know it goes through blocks. Wow, that's a really cool effect. This thing is absolutely sick. Yeah, it'll burrow into the ground and launch itself at enemies. What? And then a stealth strike will throw 3 of them that will burrow multiple times. Oh my god, I had no idea it did that. They must have, like, updated this thing because this is even cooler than I remember it, dude. Absolutely, hell yeah. Gamers, with that being done, that is going to be all for this episode today. I know this one's probably slightly shorter than usual, but you know how it is. It's a new series. I don't want to overwhelm everyone watching with, like, huge 30-minute long episodes like the first one. The first one's long because, you know, it's the start of a brand new series, right? I got a lot of yapping to do, but this one I wanted to keep a little bit more chill, a little bit more low-key, in case any new viewers were watching. And also, if any new viewers are watching, hey, what's up? Please like, comment, and subscribe. I would really love that. Also, I'm thinking next episode, I think I'm going to bring back the Wall of Appreciation. If you guys remember in my last series, I had this thing called the Wall of Appreciation where I would, like, basically go and appreciate you, the viewers. So, like, if you left a cool comment or, like, a nice comment, anything really, I would put you up on a wall to, like, showcase you and to say, hey, thank you, I appreciate you. I'm going to probably bring that back in the next episode, although I'm thinking what I might do is I might have it at the end of the episode. YouTube is a fickle mistress. TLDR, if people skip the Wall of Appreciation and it's in the beginning of the video, YouTube will push that video out less because people skipped the beginning of it. But if people skip the end of a video, and that's where I put my Wall of Appreciation, then it will basically hurt my channel less. So I'm thinking I might do that. Either way, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll probably bring it back. But either way, that is going to be all from me for today. Like the video if you like it, subscribe, thanks for watching, and I will see you gamers in the next video. Peace.